Dr. J here. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a blessed day. I always call Wednesdays Wellness Wednesdays because we need to always have a day during the week when we check in with ourselves and when we check in with each other just to see how everybody's doing. So today, I wanted to spend just a few minutes, talking about let me go. And the reason I wanted to do this topic today is because if you have been watching the news, you'll see that a lot of people are in abusive situations. They're in situations that have become murder suicides because the other person won't let them go. One partner is saying, I don't want to be in this anymore, and the other partner is refusing to let that person have their freedom and walk away. And because they're dealing with their own personal pain and they're not ready to let go, they take matters into their own hands and they do something foolish like killing the other person, and they end up getting in trouble, or they kill the other person and they take themselves out. So today I want to help someone understand that you don't need to and you don't have to be in these types of relationships. I want to help you to understand if you are in these type of relationships. I want to give you some information to help you to understand what signs you should be looking for, because a lot of times you get into these relationships and you get so trapped and so stuck and so depressed that the signs go right past you and you don't even realize that you're in that type of situation, and that your whole trying to get my words out today, and that your whole being has been taken away, your self-esteem has been stripped away. And so let's talk about that today. And please do me a favor, share this video as much as you can so you can help someone else. A lot of times people are going through these situations and they may never say anything, and then we end up seeing them on the news. So let's be proactive and send the information out so that people can heal and they can grow from it. Hopefully the ones who won't let go will grow from this, and hopefully the ones who need to go and get away will grow from it as well. And I want to thank you again for sharing my videos, y'all. It's been amazing. Last video, 1,000 views. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So let's get started. Here are some signs that I want you to look for if you're in these types of relationships, or even if you have the thought. Sometimes you'll have that gut feeling, that thought that something is not right with this person. So don't be afraid to explore it. Don't be afraid to look into it to see if your feelings are valid. So if you're in a situation where you don't feel free to make your own decisions, that's a problem. That's a red flag. You're an adult. So even if you're in a relationship, a committed relationship, in a marriage, you're still free, and you should still feel free to make your own decisions and also discuss your decisions with your partner. Number two, if you feel like you're in these relationships and you're the one that's always apologizing, that partner may do something wrong 10 times and you apologize 11 times. You feel like you have to apologize to keep the peace down. That's a red flag and a problem. Number three, you don't really talk about the relationship with your friends and your family because you got that gut feeling and you're already feeling like something ain't right up in there. And so you don't really want to hear the truth, okay? You have to go ahead and force yourself to talk to somebody, even if it's just one person, because somebody needs to be made aware of what you're thinking and feeling in case something does happen. That person will be able to speak up on your behalf. Now, when you get into arguments with your partner, does your partner start dropping, oh baby, I love you, I love you, I love you, you're the best thing that came into my life, I love you, you're the greatest, you're the queen, or you're the king? Because listen, I'm not just talking to women, I'm talking to men as well. It goes both ways. So they may be calling you the king, they may be calling you the queen, you're the greatest thing since sliced bread, and they just love you, love you, love you. If you're in that situation and this person has done something to hurt you, and you're crying and you're hurting and you're trying to figure out why they did this particular thing to you, and they're telling you, I'm never going to do it again. I love you. I'm going to be here for you. I got you. Listen, watch the signs. Watch the signs. Also, if your partner and you get into, let's say, an argument or discussion, but your partner is always reversing it and putting it back on you and telling you you're the problem, you're the reason why I cheated. If you came home, if you didn't work 10 hours, if you only worked 8 hours instead of 10 hours every day, I wouldn't have cheated. I wouldn't have been on the phone. I wouldn't have been texting anybody. If they're constantly deflecting and making excuses and blaming you, and you know that you're doing all you can do in the relationship, but you're constantly feeling like you're being blamed for it, that's another check that you got to put on the box, on your paper, okay? If you're unable to have an argument, what is going on with my words today, y'all? I don't know. If you're unable to have a discussion without getting into an argument and a disagreement, and it turns into a yelling match and a shouting match and a screaming match, and you don't feel like you're being heard, and this happens all the time, that person is constantly shutting you down when you're trying to be heard, and you just pull back and you just say, okay, forget it. And you walk away with that hurt and that pain. Not only are you giving them permission to keep coming at you like that, but now you're taking on not only your pain, but their pain as well. And it gets heavy after a while. Some of you may know what I'm talking about. And then you may be in a situation where you don't know who's going to walk into the room. You know, it's like flipping that light switch. One day they're good, they're happy, they're loving up on you, kissing you, hugging you, everything. Like I said, you're the greatest person in the world. And then the next day, they could be like Hitler. They just, off the charts. You never know what this person is going to be like. It's like being on an emotional roller coaster. That is not healthy, nor is it normal. Pay attention to the signs. The other thing I want to say to you is, when it gets to the point when you've lost confidence even in yourself and how you feel about things and how you want to communicate things, because your partner is constantly stripping your self-esteem away, that's when it's time to really get help and to really reevaluate that relationship and try to figure out if this is where I need to be, if this is where I'm supposed to be at this point in time in my life, especially if you're not married to the person. A lot of these crimes that are happening to people, they're not even married to that person. And they're finding themselves in situations where they're being killed, tortured. There was one situation I watched on YouTube where the lady opened her door. This just happened recently. Opened her door and her partner threw bleach in her face. These are the things that are happening because people don't want to let go, and the partner is afraid to let go. This one right here, when you get to a point where you've truly forgotten who you are, you've forgotten that you're a king, you've forgotten that you're a queen, you've forgotten that you're great, you've forgotten that you're wonderful, you've forgotten that you have so much to offer to this world. When it gets to that point, it's definitely time for you to get help. No one, hear me, no one should ever be able to come into your life and strip away who you are. Nobody. You should never love anybody that much. Love yourself more. Today is the day that if you're going through these types of situations that I've mentioned, today is the day that I need you to start thinking about that. Even if you're married to the person, today is the day where I need you to check in with your doctor so you can get some help. And they have behavioral health centers all over this world. This is the day that I need you to check in and get help. I'm also going to put the number for the domestic violence hotline, and you can also text as well. It's a text, it's a phone number. This is the day that I need you to start thinking about you. These things that I mentioned and I went over, they are not normal. And a lot of times you will be in these situations, and because you're now in it and you've been humiliated to the point of no return, you've been neglected, the person has been spewing negativity all over you and in front of you and around you, you get to the point where you're so depressed that you lose who you are. And you get so lost in a situation that sometimes you either feel like you don't want to get out. I'll just die in the situation and get it over with because I don't want to be here. You don't want to talk to anybody. These people are very good at getting you to the point of isolation. And so if you find yourself in this situation today, I am begging you to start making some decisions to get out, because you are worth so much more and you deserve so much more. And once you step out of that situation, you will find out that you are truly a king and you are truly a queen when you step out of this situation and you start working on you. My apologies, everybody. I forgot to mute my phone and a call came through. But guys, this is what I'm telling you, that you will understand very quickly that you don't deserve this person and this person does not deserve you. And so I want to wish you a good day today. Today is Wellness Wednesday. And today is the day, like I said, this is the day when we check in on each other. We make sure that I make sure that you're good. Hopefully people will check in with me and make sure that I'm good. We're just doing a roundabout and we're checking in on everybody. Please make sure that you share this video. Please make sure that you empower and inspire somebody else today. A lot of people are going through this situation right now where the other person won't let go. And before I close out, I want to say this to the other person. When somebody tells you that they don't want you, please let them go. You don't gain anything from being with someone who doesn't want you anymore. You have to love yourself enough to say, okay, if you don't want me, I'm going to let go. And I'm going to wait. I'm going to work on me. And I'm going to one day have that person who does love me and appreciate me for who I am. And in the meantime, if you're that person where you're having problems with letting go of someone, I want to encourage you and beg you as well. And I don't beg, but I'm begging today. I want to beg you as well to go and seek help, because the other person is not the problem. You are, because you won't let go. All right. Everybody have a great day. Have a good day. My name is Dr. Lady J. Please do me a favor and share this video. Empower and inspire somebody else. We have to start working on saving lives and also working on our mental health. Happy Wellness Wednesday, everybody. Take care and be blessed.